Hi guys, my name is Hannu Kesola and I'm comic book writer, Nordic noir author and one of the 3 hosts of Sarjismiehet podcast. It's the most popular comic book podcast in Finland and we have now started to also make content in English. So please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you like this video. And you should definitely check this video out until the end because we are telling you how to get free shipping on Walt's comic shop that is one of the best comic shops in Europe. So stay tuned. But why I wanted to make this video is because I have been ordering some new comics and I want to unbox them and show them to you. So let's rip them open.
Five minutes later.
Actually, not 5 minutes later, more like a few days later, because I wanted to read a few of these books. So here they are, and let's start with the big books. Spider-Man 2099. I really liked this comic when I was a kid. It's by Peter David and Rick Leonardi, and there's also artists like Andrew Wildman, who was one of my favorites from G.I. Joe. We actually never did get all this series in Finland, so this is the first time that I'm going to read the later issues. The Omnibus looks great, and I can't wait to get to read it. Next one, another Omnibus, Secret Warriors. By Jonathan Hickman, Brian Michael Bendis, and some of great artists. I actually missed this whole series when it came out, but I love this era of Marvel so much that although this might not have my favorite characters, I just love to read it. I have read about 1/4 of it now, and it's like okay, pretty good, basic Marvel, but like I said, I like the era and it gives like more depth to that, so I really like this one. And Omnibus, as always, it looks really great and can't wait to read it more. And next, some trade paperbacks. From DC's Black Label, Basketful of Heads by Joe Hill and Leo Max. This must be one of my favorite Joe Hill books. This is like a great crime story with nice horror twist. 7-issue comic, so I definitely recommend that you would read this if you are a fan of crime and horror. Very nice read. Then, Year Zero from one of my favorite publishers, AWA Upshot. I really like almost all trade paperbacks that I have bought from them, and this Year Zero by Benjamin Bursey and Ramon Rosanas wasn't no exception. Great kind of zombie thing, but it was written in a way that most of zombie stuff isn't written, so I highly recommend also this one. And also, if you haven't read any stuff from AWA Upshot, you should definitely get your hands on some of them. Next one, The Recount from Scout Comics, written by Jonathan Hedrick and drawn by fantastic artist Gabriel Ibarra Nunes. This is kind of like political crime story, or maybe like thriller more. The art is really great, and so is the writing. If you haven't checked anything from Scout Comics before, you should definitely start from this one. I can't recommend this enough. And also shout out to the editor, Andrea Lorenzo Molinari, who is a friend of mine and has edited some great books for Scout Comics and also for Caliber Comics. And speaking of Caliber Comics, next one I have DeadWorld Slaughterhouse from Caliber Comics. It is written by the late, great Gary Reed and drawn by my fellow Finn, Sami Makkonen. This trade paperback, unfortunately, isn't the same size as your typical trade paperback, so this doesn't go so nicely to myself, but that's just a minor disappointment, really. One thing that I was not so happy is the paper. It is quite thin and it doesn't make so much justice to Sami Makkonen's great art. I haven't read this one yet, but I'll get to this in a couple of days, for sure. And DeadWorld is a legendary zombie series done much before than The Walking Dead. So if you are not familiar with it, especially the early issues drawn by Vince Locke, you should definitely also check those ones out. Next one, I have two series from Image Comics. Hit Girl in Colombia, written by Mark Millar and drawn by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz. And Kick-Ass, The New Girl, book 4, that ends this series. It is by Steve Niles and drawn by Marcelo Frusin, that you might remember from Hellblazer and stuff like that. Hit Girl in Colombia was maybe a little bit too manga for me on the art side, but decent read. I have really been liking Kick-Ass, The New Girl series. It's in 4 books. So if you haven't read Kick-Ass in a while, that is a one that I recommend. But I will probably also be collecting these or the rest of the Hit Girl series, because there are some great comic book creators that has been working on this series. Let me know what you think of these comics. Is there some favorite for you, or is there something that you haven't liked so much? I think this was a pretty nice haul for me. Some big 2 stuff, but also lots of the indies that I love. So overall, I think this was a great month for me, comic book wise. Like I said in the beginning, I have a promotion code for Walt's comic shop that I found just a few weeks ago after I ordered these comics, and I'm definitely taking all my big books orders there, because I'm quite tired with Amazon and their broken books that they usually ship for me. By using code Sarjismiehet, you will get free shipping on your first order on their website. And you must live in Europe, and you must order at least for 40 euros so that you can use the code. So please check them out. Their website has all the stuff they have available, and their selection is like huge, and there is books that have been out of print. So check them out and use the promo code. Please tell on the comment section if you like this video. Like I said, we do podcast in Finnish, but we are looking to do more of these shorter comic videos in English. And please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you like this video. And also check out our Instagram, Sarjismiehet, and if you want to follow me and see stuff that I'm doing, mostly comic-wise, to the US market, you can find me by my name, Hannu Kesola. But see you with more content in English in a few weeks. Bye.